So this video is going to be helping people who aren't that good better at Fortnite, people that want to take Fortnite serious. Later in the video I'm going to break down real game tips on how to do things, and for right now I'm going to get into creative. I'm going to break down a couple things that you should practice that'll help you in game, and things that I think you should practice every day before you get on and actually play the game. Then basically you just want to practice this. So basically pretend that there's an enemy down below you and they're not building for some whatever reason. This is mostly to kill noobs this way, but you can also implement it into other like build fights and such. Like you'll be able to do this pretty much anytime. So basically what you want to do is jump, shoot, and in place. And be careful though, because there's the cooldown between switching to your shotgun and something else. So you don't want to make the mistake and then shoot and then it's too late. So basically what this is called, I think it's originally called the Tfue Classic because Tfue does this a lot, but basically it shoot and you keep high ground when you shoot. You just keep shooting, you just want to practice this, getting the motion down, because it's a little intimidating at first, trying to build in the air while you're shooting, and then you want to also make sure that you're hitting your shots. This, honestly, in the couple years I've been playing Fortnite, this is probably the most helpful tip, probably the most helpful strategy that there is, really. Because say you're build fighting someone and you're doing 90s and you're getting up, right? And then they're trying to do 90s too, you can jump over and like get in front of them. I messed up, but say you both are doing 90s and then he's like, the other person's ramping up somewhere, you can be like, and then just instantly get high. And you can even do it into a ramp. You can, I don't know, I keep messing up. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, guys, I'm sorry, but basically, yeah, that's a really helpful tool. So I would just get on every day before you get on and practice this, and then start implementing it into your games, because it'll help out a lot. And I think pretty much every good player uses this at least in some point in their fights, because it lets you keep high ground, and yeah, pretty much it's the most helpful thing there is. Okay, now step 2 that you want to practice is you want to practice your 90s, but here's the thing, you don't have to do them really fast, because no matter how fast they look, they're still, like, they're all the same thing really, unless you're just doing them really slow. But if you see someone and they're like building out of metal and they're just like doing this stuff right here, like, that stuff is so unnecessary. You really don't have to overbuild, because then you waste more mats and it's just not good, and it's just really annoying. So basically what you want to do is just practice them a little bit, because they are good for getting high ground, but you don't always have to just start out instantly with 90s. You don't have to start out every fight by just 90ing up 16 times to get high ground, and so then they just shoot you down. Basically what you want to use this for is if someone is getting high ground on you, you just want to get up pretty fast. It's just it's the fastest way to get elevated, so that way you can keep up with someone that's build fighting, that's trying to build fight you. And then again, you don't have to build fight everyone. There's 2 types of play styles called high ground and low ground. So I mean, if you want to be a high ground player, you should practice 90s, and I'll break them down real quick. So basically you just want to start out with a ramp, and then wall here, a wall here, a wall here, wall here, and then floor, and then ramp. And there's also another way. This is the way I do them, because it takes less mats and it really just, it's faster in my opinion. But you just do ramp, wall, 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 and then another ramp. But you gotta time your jumps right. Like, these are probably the ugliest 90s. Like, if you're just wanting to get better, it doesn't really matter what your builds look like. But if you want to get flashy with them, you can do this really fast, or you can stuff like that. But yeah, just try to practice 90s. You can put the video in slow motion on how I do those ones I just did, just the wall, those are called beginner 90s. These here are beginner 90s. But I still do these ones because they take up less mats, and that's pretty much it, really. They just take up less mats and they're a little bit quicker, in my opinion. So yeah, just practice 90s, put the video in slow motion, you can see how I do it. You basically just want to, at the peak of your jump up and put a platform, so that way, you know, you don't get Harry Pottered, which is when you jump and you accidentally put like the pyramid over your head. It's a lot easier to Harry Potter yourself when you do the floor too. That's another reason why I just like the ramp wall. But you want to make sure you're not looking down, because if you're looking down, it's not going to place. You want to be looking at the wall. Alright, so in this clip I'm in Tilted. I'm going to this chest to hopefully get some shields, and I hear a dude in this house beside me. So I try to get a little bit of mats, and then I try to build up to get high ground. So he gets high ground above me, so then I start building. Down below, I build platforms above me, and then I try to see and bait him, see if he'll come down. So I'm going to smack this tree here in a second so I can get some more mats. I'm just waiting to see what he's going to do, waiting for him to react. Not building a whole lot, not doing anything advanced really. And then I build down to hopefully get a tag, which I do for all of his shield. And then he panics and turtles himself, which gives me enough time to replace this wall, do a quick little edit, and then get in there. In this clip, I'm launch padding to zone, and then I notice this dude is campfiring to get some health. So I know he has to be at least somewhat low on health to use his campfire. So I land on him. I try to use my rocket launcher and then use aim assist to get a tag, but it doesn't work. So I do a very simple triple air ramp rush. I see he's editing out, so I look up really fast, put platform and a staircase over him, edit it, and then wait for him to jump. And super easy, I use less than 100 mats to kill that guy. And then in this clip, I see these people are fighting, so I'm trying to go third party it. And then when I notice they're done, I assume that one of them is low on health. So I'm trying to locate this guy, see where he's at, using my headphones to my advantage. I see where he's at. I put this in slow motion so you can see that I put a pyramid and a platform on top of him so I can edit it, get a tag on him. And then I put another platform right here just in case he thinks about editing out, which he doesn't. He drops down. He's not very good, but I block him off here, and then I try the editing ramp thing to where it falls so you can shoot, and then I just get an easy tag right here and kill him. Super simple. Basically, I'm trying to show that you don't need super advanced builds to kill your enemies. You just do simple things that make you smarter than them. Like I see this guy's a bush, I try to get some easy tags on him. I try to get up, I mess up my edits unfortunately, but then I get up on him. I see what he's doing, I go for the wall place, try to place a trap, which forces him to one side. So then I can replace his wall, edit it while he's not paying attention, and kill him really easily. Okay, so I know there weren't very many clips, and I had to kind of explain them fast, but basically you just want to think about every single situation and what you can do in that situation to give you an advantage. Like, you can use very minimal building, you can use your intelligence on the game, you can use good positioning, you can just think about the situations and see what would be best for you to do in this certain situation. You don't have to build like phase sway, and you don't have to be as smart as Nick Merckx to do good. And this video is just for public matches and people who just want to get better. I'll make a follow-up video for scrims, and I'll put together a better video, and I'm going to make this a series on like tips and tricks and new advanced things that I find that'll help you out in the game. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. And if you guys do want to stay connected with me, you can follow my socials and the link in the description. And leave a like on this video and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I just recently joined a team called Paradox. They're really cool, and I'm the team captain of the NA East team because they're based in NA West servers. So I'm the captain of the NA East team. If you want to join, you can follow the Instagram link in the description and just DM me, and then I'll send you a friend request and we can 1v1 if you want to join. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope this video helped you out. I'll see you in the next video.